If you are a course or software creator and you want to set up your first sales funnel, then this video is especially for you, because in this video I'm going to show you the exact sales funnel that has made me over $1 million in the last 3 to 4 years, and I'm going to break down what you need to implement in order to get there yourself, plus how you should position your offer and your sales funnel itself. So with that being said, let's dive right into it. The funnel that I'm going to show you in this video is a software tool. It's called Content Gorilla, and it's one of the flagship software tools that we have built. And the framework that I'm going to show you can work for both a software as well as the course, because we have taken this exact framework and used it across both of those, so software as well as courses, and it works very well. Now, before I dive into it, why am I credible enough for you, for you to learn from me and for me to teach you this? Now, my name is Ijlal Ahmed, and those of you that are first time on this channel, I have been online marketing since 2015, back when I was just 16 years old. And in the last 7-8 years, I have learned a whole host of things, implemented a lot of things, tested a lot of things, and we have made funnels that have done multi-million dollars in sales. In today's video, the funnel that I'm breaking down for you, like I said, is a funnel that is responsible of generating over $1 million over the last 3 to 4 years, and it's for our software tool Content Gorilla. So let's dive right into it, and I'm not gonna hold you back anymore. So for those of you that have no clue what a sales funnel is, let me just explain a little bit before we move on. Now, what is a sales funnel? So imagine you are at McDonald's and you're ordering just a burger, right? Without Coke and fries. The first thing that the McDonald's server or order taker is taught to do is to offer you an upgrade, which is your meal upgrade, and with that you get fries as well as Coke. And when they do that, you have to pay a very little extra amount, and the value that you get out of that extra amount is, in your eyes, just so much more. So if you're paying $2 for just a burger, with $1 more you could get Coke and fries, right? So that's upselling. Right now, this happens across industries, offline as well as online, even in e-commerce. Now, if you're someone in e-commerce, this funnel may not be for you, because in e-commerce you just have so many products to sell, right? So upselling a specific product is not really a thing in e-commerce. You can just offer so many options when it comes to e-com. So that's not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about specifically for course creators or software sellers that want to build their funnel. Now, the reason people use a sales funnel, number one, is because they want to increase the average order value, also known as AOV. Now, what that does is, number one, it basically helps a business generate more revenue upfront, right? And that's the key for any business, because if they're spending X amount of money to acquire you, and if they can make that X back right at the time of your first purchase, then you're basically a customer for them for absolutely free. And that's the key. That's the number one reason why businesses use a sales funnel. So with that being said, again, a sales funnel is something that businesses use all the time. So even if you go to your local coffee shop and they offer you, you purchase just a coffee and they offer you an option to try out their donuts or cookies, they're basically upselling you, and they're trying to increase your order value, right? So if you spend more money with them, that's the whole goal of a sales funnel, to get a customer to spend more money with the business. Why should everyone, regardless of whatever they're selling, have a sales funnel? Number one, it enables you to basically drop the barrier of entry. So for example, you have a product that is, let's say, $4.97. Now, there's a very specific group of people that are going to purchase that, which means that the number of customers that you can, sell to is limited. But imagine if you could take some of that same product and, slash the price down to say $47. Now, of course, not the entire product that you're selling for $497, but some of it, and just $47. Now that opens up a much bigger market, right? Now the person now that you're selling to does not have to be among the highest of earners, right? So that's the first thing that it enables you to do. It enables you to, number one, generate many more customers than you could generate without a sales funnel. Number two, it helps you increase your average order value. Like I just said, it allows you to get more more cash, get you to collect basically more cash from a customer right at the time of the purchase. Now, we're not talking about LTV. We're not talking about the lifetime value of a customer. We're talking about average order value at the time of placing the order. So, for example, if I can make someone purchase a $7 product and another $47 product, that's like $54 that I'm getting out of them right at that moment. And let's say I'm running ads to to sell my product, and it's taking me about $30 to $40 to collect a customer or turn a person into a customer, then that basically puts me in profit right out the gate. So I can spend more to acquire more. I'm basically acquiring customers at zero pricing. Ideally, you want to be in profit even while collecting a customer, but let's just assume that even if you're doing it at break even, you are generating a customer. Now, you can of course, collect their information as in email and phone number, so you can contact them later and sell even more stuff and increase the lifetime value of that customer. But that's not the stuff that we're going to go too deep into today. And another major reason that people use sales funnel, and you should start using it as well, is now, for instance, like I gave you an example, you are selling a $497 product, right? If you break that product down, or if you just sell it without breaking it down, and the exact same product for $47, you are just cutting out your own margin, right? Now, even though it will allow you to acquire more customers at that price, it may not be profitable for you. So that's when you implement a sales funnel. That's when you basically, divide the product into multiple pieces and then give the piece for whatever the customer is paying for, right? Now, so for example, you divided it into 5 pieces and you individually connect all the 5 pieces together and give the customer the opportunity to purchase all of them or some of them or even one of them, right? So that's why everyone needs a sales funnel. Now, we're going to break down the number one sales funnel that has made me over $1 million. And it starts with having a front-end offer. This is where your buyer first lands. This is going to be your sales page, the main sales page. Now, there are some people that also, use a lead generation mechanism first, which is going to be a lead page, which is going to be the landing page. But in this instance, because we do not personally use lead pages as such, because our goal is to really get the customer in the gate and purchasing our product from the start on. Now, I'm not saying do not use lead capture. You should definitely try it out. Maybe it will do better for you. Now, a good way to implement lead capture on your sales page, if you're not using a standalone lead capture page, is an exit intent pop-up, for example, because when a customer is going off from your website and they're going to press the close button to close your sales page, you can simply show up a pop-up that says, I'm going to give you a 10% extra discount. Enter your email and I'm going to send the discount code onto your email address. So that's one way of generating leads from the sales page. Again, you can get creative, give away a lead magnet even, that's related to the product you're selling. But the one thing that I would really like you to focus on your sales page is to ensure that you have your marketing down, because nothing works if your marketing fundamentals are not correct. So you have to ensure your sales copy, VSL and all of that stuff is perfect. And it's something that will convert, that has the ability to convert. Now, of course, you won't know that until you start driving traffic, but you need to still ensure that it's basically covering all of the marketing fundamentals. So it has a good headline. It is, countering any objections that the customer might have. It's presenting your product as the right solution for the problems that your customers are facing. So ensure that all of that is down, and then you can move on to the next step, which is offering a bump offer. Now, what a bump offer essentially does is, I'm sure you have seen it yourself. Sometimes when you go over to purchase a product and you see something, you see sort of like a checkbox that allows you to, upgrade your program, whatever you're purchasing. So in, for example, for Content Gorilla, what we're currently doing is we offer them an additional feature at a one-off price tag. So, what we do is we basically give them the ability to get their hands on one more feature, just one feature, and it's a very powerful feature. So you have like 5 sentences to impress your customer to purchase this. Now, this automatically helps increase your average order value, because from experience, what I've seen is 1 out of 3 customers does end up buying the bump offer, and the pricing of your front end and the bump offer should be very relevant. You can go as low as offering something for $7, or heck, I have even seen people offer for $1 just to get the customer in, and basically influence the decision of making a purchase and making it very easy. But again, like I said, you have to have your core sales fundamentals and marketing fundamentals down on your main sales page to make sure that happens. And to price your front end offer, you want to keep it, I would recommend you keep it between $7 to $47. For the Content Gorilla sales funnel, right now we are doing a $37 one-time deal, and I'm going to show you that as well. Let me just quickly pull up the sales page. And as you see here, again, the number one thing that you want to ensure is that your marketing and your sales page copy, VSL, is all 100% down to the marketing fundamentals. And now what we do is we have this $37 option on the front end, and then we have this bump offer that allows the user to upgrade just one single feature. So as you see here, if they check this box, it's only $17, and it automatically bumps up the cart value from $37 to $54. So we are already generating more revenue from them. So bump offers are essential. Make sure you implement them and you have them in your sales funnel. Now, moving on, the first OTO or one-time offer or upsell number 1, you want to price it slightly higher than your main offer, but you also want to ensure that it is super congruent to whatever it is that you're offering. So, for example, let's assume you're selling a course that teaches people how to lose fat. This, and in the main offer, perhaps you focus on nutrition. In the OTO one, you can give them a step-by-step workout plan for 6 weeks. So a 6-week workout plan, and let's assume your front end offer is $27. Your OTO one could be something around $47 to $67, which would be a good range to increase the order value. So you don't want to make a massive leap, but you still want to keep your offer congruent, as well as you want to ensure that you're delivering value to the consumer, so it does not just seems like or sounds like a pitch. Now, one mistake that I have seen a whole lot of beginners make is that they already start demeaning their own product just to sell the upsell. So for example, if you sold a diet plan on the front end, you don't have to go and dishearten the consumer in negative wording. So don't say things like yeah, diet is good and all, but you need to have a workout plan, and if you don't have the right workout plan, then you're gonna fail miserably and all. Don't use that sort of negative wording. Use positive wording. You're on your first step to getting fit, and the next step towards your fitness journey is to ensure that you have a planned workout that gives you helps you achieve the goal that you're looking to achieve. So don't undertone your own product just to sell the upsell. Make sure that the wording on the upsell sales pages is in a positive tone. Now you can go on and do this for OTO2 as well as OTO3 in a similar manner. But here's the key thing that I want you to ensure that you are positioning in your sales funnel. So again, the OTO2 and OTO3 is going to be similar. It's going to be a very congruent offer to whatever you have sold on the front end. And then you have to, now the key thing that I see a whole lot of people missing out on is they never try to build a recurring business. And that's a recipe for fail, because if you don't have money coming in again and again every single month, then you will need to acquire more and more and more customers, and there's only so many customers you can acquire, right? So with the Content Gorilla funnel that I showed you, we have generated over $1 million, and almost 200,000 of it is yearly recurring revenue. So people pay us around $200,000 every single year, just to keep access to the app that we're selling. Now let's assume you're a course creator. So what do? Now on the main offer, the front end, what I want you to offer is a do-it-yourself product. So you gave them a diet plan, they can follow it, it's up to them. For OTO1, again, you offer a do-it-yourself offer. So OTO1 could be a workout plan. Now, when you are going over to OTO2, I want you to have some sort of recurring angle to it. Do not just try to, charge a one-off fee when you can have them subscribe on a monthly or yearly retainer. So, if you are offering something that is $27 per month, you can even consider offering an yearly package. So, say $297 for 12 months, right? And that's another way you can go about it. That way you can build your annual recurring revenue. Now, the OTO2, you want to ensure that the offer, and this is by the way for course sellers, not software sellers. If you're a software seller, then it could just be a software, right? But you have to still ensure that you implement the recurring angle to it. So, justify why you're charging a monthly for it. In this case, in the fitness example, let's say that what you're going to do is you're going to give them a weekly live coaching session, which now is not do it yourself, which is now done with you. So you're going to help them, you're going to be there for them, right? And the value on this automatically increases. The customer automatically wants to invest way more than they would initially wanted to, right? Now, the third offer, or OTO3, upsell number 3, I highly recommend that you do not have anything more than 3 OTOs, because it just then becomes a pain in the ass for the customer, and that's not what you want to be, right? The third offer should be ideally a done for you offer, and you can go about 2 ways with this as well in terms of pricing. So either you can charge a higher upfront fee. So think about, $197 or $297 one off. And that's if it does not require a lot of work from you. So for example, if you could give them a monthly call, one-on-one monthly call every single month for the next 12 months for a single price of $297, then do that. And again, make sure there is some sort of done for you component to this to ensure that the customer gets the maximum value out of it. Another way would be you could basically have them. So for example, on the front end, you sold them a 6-week diet, and then OTO1, you sold them a 6-week workout plan. In this offer, you could give them a 12-week, but like a 12-month workout and diet plan. So, that's another way to go about it. And to make it done for you, you can again bring in monthly check-ins with them. So, you can go in and basically jump on a one-on-one call and give them pointers to what they're doing wrong and how they can fix it. That's going to massively increase the value that you're giving to customer, and they will want to invest into whatever you're offering. So once you have your sales funnel down, another thing that I want you to do is have down sales. And I see so many people missing out on this. Now, don't have a downsell for every single offer. And in a downsell, what you want to do, by the way, let me just explain what a downsell is. A downsell is an offer that, for example, your customer purchases your front end and goes to the OTO 1, right? And they say that no, they don't want the OTO 1. So instead of redirecting them directly onto upsell number 2, what you can do is offer them a downsell. And think of downsell as the 50% less in terms of money as well as what you're offering. Don't make the mistake of offering the exact same thing for 50% less. Please. I have seen people do this over and over again, and even though it will increase your conversions, it's just not going to be, the right thing to do, number one. And number two, it's going to end up screwing your reputation, because if they could have gotten that at half the price in the first place, then why did you not offer that, right? So again, use downsells only when they're relevant. So if you're offering a $27 or $47 per month service, don't offer a downsell, right? Offer it when you're, so for example, in the OTO 3, we said we're giving them a 12-month plan for the diet and workout. In the downsell, you can offer a 50% discount for 6 months of diet plan and workout, right? So that automatically increases the customer's likeliness to jump on board as well, because now they have to pay 50% less and they're getting 50% less. So it's not a long-term commitment with them as well, right? So that's the sales funnel that I want you to implement. We have used this across industries, like I said, and we have used it to sold our courses, and it just does so much better than any other sales funnel that you have in mind. We have tested this across a whole host of offers, and it just blows everything out of the water. So it's the easiest way to increase your revenue. Now, other things that we do include, if some sort of email automation that basically automatically picks up if a customer has purchased some particular upsell or not, and if they haven't, then we enter them into an email marketing automation, and that way we can basically bring them back to the upsell offer and still sell them that. So there are more ways to basically enhance the average order value, but at the very least, not to get into too much complication, especially when you're just starting out, but at least what you want to ensure is that you have this sort of framework for your sales funnel. Now you will have to, of course, think of whatever you're offering. In Content Gorilla, what we do is our front end offer is the basic version of the product, and it has quite a few features that users can use freely. And then we have a word limit, right? So the app that we sell, it basically works based on number of words. So we have like a word limit of 100,000 words. Then in OTO 1, we offer them an upgrade that gives them just 500,000 words more. As a downsell, we offer half the words for half the price. The 500 words we sell are for 97, and then the downsell is half the price, so around $49, and half the words as well, so 250,000 words. The OTO 2 that we offer, and we only have 2 upsells on this, by the way, is the unlimited version of Content Gorilla. So when they upgrade that, it's basically a $1 trial, and then it's $37 every single month for the full version of the software. And it's been working very well for us. We have been doing this for a very long time. We used to have an agency upgrade as well, which used to be OTO or upsell number 3, and we used to offer that at $297 per year. That was working very good as well, but we don't want to offer agency rights anymore, so we completely took it out of the offer. But you basically get the point. So make sure that you implement this sales funnel in your business, especially if you are selling any course or software online, and it's gonna do wonders for you. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments below, and make sure you like and subscribe for more of the content on online marketing, sales funnel, and all of that good stuff.